Check 1, check 2, there we go. Melvin Parkin is here. Hello from a sunny South Coast UK, 4 p.m. in the UK. Check 1, check 2, there we go. Nice to have you on board, Melvin Parkin. I think you're the first on this live stream from UK, or one of these live streams. Melvin Parkin is here. Hello from a sunny South Coast UK, 4 p.m. See if any other usuals pop up. Nice to have you on board. This might be, this stream might be a little too early for some of the usuals that are here usually. Our moderator, Danny Shortwave, pop up. Danny Shortwave and DX is here. This stream might be a little too early for some of the usuals that are here usually. Too many interests. Danny Shortwave, I can't remember the other one. Danny Shortwave and DX is here. Oh, I should be able to remember it. But we're using the Lumix, Panasonic Lumix G85 4K camera, except I'm only streaming in 720p, but it still looks better than the other camera. It looks more like 1080p than 720p. This is funny. We're using the Lumix, but I don't know if I can. G85 4K camera, except I'm only streaming in 720p, but it still looks better than the other camera. It looks more like 1080p than 720p. This is funny. Now I got the echo again. Oh, too many interests is here. Hello, 1 a.m. now in Australia. You're up at 1 a.m. I hope I'm not keeping you up too late. Go back to bed if you want, if I woke you up. Now I got the echo. Too many interests is here. Hello, 1 a.m. now in Australia. Okay, now I got the audio echo again. You're up at 1 a.m. I hope I'm not keeping you up too late. Go back to bed if you want, if I woke you up. Now I got the echo. Too many interests is here. Hello, 1 a.m. now in Australia. Okay. Now I should just have the microphone audio, right? I think. Yeah, now I just had the microphone audio. Oh, too many interests. So you're hearing the playback from my phone. I'm just monitoring it on my phone. And I set this up differently because I scheduled it, and I don't always schedule my live streams. But I kind of want to start doing that more often for these ones, for the Sunday ones, so you all know what time they start at. But anyways. What was I going to say? There's not much of a plan for this live stream, just to test this camera and then I guess read some of the chat. But too many interests. I just had an earthquake about an hour ago. Hope you're okay. In Australia, there was an earthquake an hour ago. Let me Google this. Let's see if there's a news story about this. Do you know what, like, I'm guessing you don't know yet what magnitude earthquake it was, unless you're watching the news. Too many interests. Oh, 60 minutes ago on news.com.au. Earthquake rocks Melbourne shortly after midnight, waking residents. What'd you say? It's 1 a.m. where you are, so that wasn't too long before I started this. This was like an hour ago. Let's see if I can do this. Window capture. There we go. I guess I can't bring my. It's not letting me do picture in picture. I'm just gonna have to do this. Do it the other way around. Too many interests. It wasn't bad. Just don't normally get earthquakes here. Had one a few years ago that was worse. Yeah, I don't often hear about earthquakes in Australia, so it's interesting to oop. Hold on, I gotta. My battery in my Lumix camera wasn't fully charged when I started this. That was kind of dumb. I should have realized that it wasn't. And so now I don't really have like a. I need to grab like a USB block that I could plug this in and charge it with. It's actually handy because I could charge 2 batteries at once on like the other camcorder, and have 2 batteries on the go. So I have actually 3 batteries with this camera, unlike the camcorder. I wish I could stream at full 4K with this, but I think I don't have the drivers in my drivers in my laptop don't support it. Okay, I have a charging block in here. I'll go run in the house real quick and grab one. Stand by. Here you go. Put this back up here behind me. I wonder if I should be careful having. I mean, it's fine to have the article if I'm going to read this yet, but with the advertisement, sometimes you get copyrighted if you're not like sponsored. Okay, so let's take a quick look at what this says, and then we'll get on with the stream. An earthquake struck Melbourne late on Sunday night, shaking the city and waking residents of magnitude 3.8. Oh yeah, so it wasn't too bad. Earthquake has been recorded within epicenter near Sunbury, Victoria. The Victoria State Emergency Service said. Earthquake occurred at 11:41 p.m. with widespread reports of people feeling it. No injuries or damage have been reported at this time. Sunbury is located about 35 kilometers northwest of Melbourne. Melbourne residents swiftly hopped on social media to check that what they really felt was an earthquake. Many said they'd been woken up by the event. There's some people's tweets. Oh, I just lost the camera because the battery's low. So let me go ahead and change the try to change the battery. Okay, we're back. Oh. Yeah, I forgot I'm still on. So that's that. Well, it wasn't too bad and you're okay. At least, let me move the microphone a little bit. Light in a better position. My face seems a little bit dark, but I guess it's not too bad. Well, also, I guess I can show this a little later on the stream. This has been here, what, 2-3 weeks now, at least? Maybe longer. Technics. Panasonic Technics, old, like, electronic keyboard. Someone put out on the side of the street for junk pickup. They were getting rid of it, so I took the orange dolly you see over there and picked it up and rolled it home. It was just down the block. And I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I could just... One of my plans is to make either a room in the house or make space in here and make part of the garage like a recording studio for recording music, because another one of my hobbies besides, you know, radio and TV and this YouTube channel is whoops, I'm trying to fix this light, sorry. Another one of my hobbies besides the radio TV stuff and this YouTube channel is music. I play a little bit of guitar, I also play a little bit of piano. I'm not great on either, but I'm learning. But I either want, because you can hook it up to like a soundboard, like a MIDI and all that. It has connections for that, and I think I either might use it for that, or I might, you know, fix up the wood cabinet a little bit and stuff, maybe like resell it or something, because I looked up the prices of some of these, and they actually go for a very decent bit if they're in decent condition. Oh, also I could be trying to move stuff around without screwing up the tripod and everything. I put up some new lights on the desk here. You probably saw it in the thumbnail. So make it so you can see it. New LED lights on my desk. Oh, I got my holiday out. I was gonna listen to see if I can hear what I could. I was listening to I was scanning the VHF bands last night. So I got some LED lights set up on here. I think that would look kind of cool on the underneath the shelf on the desk here over the radios. The orange kind of looks nice with the backlight on that radio. But yeah. So, new LED lights. Well, they're not new. These are my brother had these and he didn't want them and he gave them to me. And I think I put them up originally for a little bit, but I didn't like them because they wouldn't stay on. So, but this time what I did is I put thumbtacks in, just adjusting the ISO. With this one I can actually adjust the ISO while it's on video. I could only do like there's a little bit of a difference between the actual exposure and I mean it's basically the same thing, but to adjust the brightness on the other camera I had to adjust the exposure. This one I just have to adjust the ISO a little bit. Anyways, oh, and this camera isn't as overexposed if I want to have the garage door open, if it's nice out. The big main garage door. It doesn't overexpose this camera, which is nice. And actually it's kind of a cool backdrop with the old wooden fort in the background. Or the now antenna rig, I guess. Too Many Interests says cool lights, great. You can change the color. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Also, when I want to do like AM radio DXing in here, it interferes with the AM band. It doesn't interfere with VHF, shortwave, or anything. I was gonna do some air scanning the VHF band in this video. Like I was listening to the main tower frequency from the Edmonton International Airport here in the area. I was listening to some of the airport scanner frequencies, the aircraft scanner frequencies. I used to be able to get the local police or the RCMP if you're in Canada on here, but they've all gone digital and they use an encrypted system now, so I can't listen to that. But I can listen to aircraft. We got the repeater station. Although I can't listen to much on VHF right now because my laptop causes a bunch of interference on the VHF. Or I don't know if it's just the aircraft band or if it's also the rest of the VHF spectrum. But it's the same one. I can get aircraft on the Holiday here and also on the Eton. And both get the same interference from when the laptop is on. So fortunately I can't do anything about that. Also, I want to do a future either a video or maybe like a couple live streams with the Philco Predicta. That's going to be another big restoration project. In terms of restoration, I mean like electronically. Cosmetically, if you could tell, it's in immaculate shape. But recently I watched, speaking of Philco Predicta, yesterday I saw a video from Philco Law. He's kind of a younger vintage TV dude like me, although I think he's like a few years older than I am. He does a whole bunch of, some of the Philco stuff that he's collected is kind of impressive. The amount of stuff he's been able to find. He's got an old Philco. He's got a bunch of load of Philco Predictas, all the models you can think of. Princess model, the original Philco model. The was it the Continental, the pedestal, the tandem, the penthouse tandem, which is the one that's the TV on the wire, where the CRT is separate from the chassis. And he's got a 17-year, Philco 17-year, which was the portable TV at the time. The later model was the Philco Courier, see to the left. That was Philco's later model of, that's a 16-inch portable. And then the Philco Predicta is a 17-inch. Yeah, see, I'm flashing the battery light again. I'm gonna be swapping out the battery quite a few times on this camera. Not just for this stream though, because I didn't charge the camera all the way. If the camera's charged all the way, I don't have to worry about it. And the nice thing about this is this camera's not going to turn off unlike the damn camcorder. That's so annoying when I had that issue with Zoom. Oh, see, it's going off because of the battery now. But you can still hear my mic. It had that issue with the Sony camcorder, even when I was doing Zoom calls. And it would turn off and I would turn it back on. This camera doesn't do that. The reason it's doing it though is because it's got low battery. But once it's like charged enough, theoretically it should just, I shouldn't have any issues with it at all. But yeah, things happen. I forgot that I should have plugged it in. I knew it had low battery, but I thought I had other spare battery I could just throw in that was already charged. Because I have 3 different batteries, like I said, but I didn't realize none of them were actually charged at all. So also, I don't know how. This isn't going to be an awfully long stream. This will probably be an hour or so. And about an hour and a half or so, I think I gotta leave for, I guess in about less than an hour now, I gotta leave for church. So this is going to be a shorter Sunday stream than usual. I want to get the side thing off. You can see where it has all these other options. It won't let me turn that off. Oh, now, am I out of focus now? I think I have autofocus on. There we go. So you also got that exposure meter down there. I don't know why. I like to get all that stuff off the screen. Well, I see it in OBS, the exposure meter, but I don't see it on the... Oh, there, now I see it on the... See if I hit the display button. Get that. And there's no option to where the screen is just blank without anything on it and just the camera video, but I guess... Oh well, I should show you that I got the reason I'm able to use this camera is I finally got the adapter cable I was talking about in the last stream. I talked about it in the last stream, and then I also mentioned it in a few of the comments. Too many interests. I think you had asked me a question in the comment section of the last cooking stream, and I answered back to you about getting the adapter, and I actually finally got it off of Amazon for $15. I would have paid less if I had Prime with shipping, but I'm not a Prime member, and I barely use Amazon. So this took what, about 3-4 days to ship, or 2-3 days actually. Okay, I ordered it Thursday, and it came yesterday. So 2 days. It's a micro HDMI to HDMI cable. That's what all the newer cameras use now. The other one I have is a mini HDMI. It's a different one. It's for the Sony camcorder. It's the exact same brand of cable. It's the exact same cable. It's just got a different... It's a micro USB instead. It's the exact same Amazon Basics branded. I don't usually go with that. I just went with it because it's cheap. And a cable's a cable. People always think when they buy HDMI cables, they gotta have the one that says full UHD 4K HDMI cable. That doesn't make a difference. HDMI cable is an HDMI cable. They're all the same. They're all going to get the same video quality. Same, well, I guess speed of like the... I mean, it's no different. I know it's fun. Like, I get a kick out of how people think. Like my brother, when he set up his gaming setup, he always thought you had to have the 4K HDMI cables because it made a difference. It's like people think that the new iPhones now have the USB-C charging cables. People think it's the cables that make a difference. It's the charging block itself. It's not the cable. The cable is all the same. It's like I'm not gonna send the current out any quicker than any other cable. It's theoretically all the same. So you could buy any HDMI cable. You could buy a real cheap HDMI, Amazon Basics like the one I have, and it'll work just fine. I want to see if I can toggle with the resolution of the stream and see what I probably can't now that it's on the air. Yeah, I'd have to change the bitrate, and if I changed the bitrate, I'd have issues with... Yeah, it doesn't let me... Output scale, okay, the output resolution is scaled at 1280 by 720. So next time I'll try upping it, and we'll see if the drivers support and if I have any issues. But right now, because I'm on the air, it won't let me change it in OBS, which makes sense. Because YouTube would have to change it, and it wouldn't just change automatically unless you could, and then you just refresh the window. But yeah. There's an airplane going overhead. I want to show something cool, but I gotta get in time for the air. So I have Flight Radar 24 app on my phone, right? And you can use this AR thing. If there's a plane flying over you, you hit the AR button, and you can scan it, and it'll tell you what plane is flying. Oh, right now it's telling me, I'm aiming it at the door, and it's telling me a Cessna 208 Caravan 1 and a Cessna 180B are both 42 kilometers and 83 kilometers away. It's not showing it now. I'm not even aiming it at the sky. Sometimes it misses it out. Let's see if I can. Okay, so here we go. Oop, tripping over the cords. Here's an example. I just went outside and aimed it at the plane that was flying outside. I guess this is not gonna. That's what it's telling me. So there's one from coming from Tokyo to going from Tokyo to Washington. Then the other one is the Cessna. So you can, I think that's a cool feature. It's called AR feature on the Flight Radar 24 app. Oh, there you go. Still picking up the two aircraft somehow without even. I bet you would get a lot of activity on it if you went to the, like, right by the airport and you were like plane spotting and you like aimed it at every plane. But yeah, instead of like going up on here, having to scroll it, which is what most people do to track planes, like it tells me what planes are overhead in my area. Instead I can just go here and I go to the top corner, just hit AR. I don't know what exactly it stands for, but oh yeah, you can see right there, it's already showing. What is it showing? Tokyo to Washington, Boeing 737. So that's kind of cool. I don't know why, it was kind of random. I brought that up because I heard the plane going overhead. I thought I'd show that. I thought that was kind of a cool feature. It's kind of also a little bit terrifying where AI is heading, because, you know, I mean, not that we have transponders on our vehicles like they do on planes and some aircraft like helicopters, but if you ever did have transponders on a vehicle, just imagine someone could aim something like that at your vehicle and track wherever you're going in your vehicle. Not that that would ever happen, but with the way where AI is heading, I don't know. Who knows? Oh, I also got, that's what I wanted to mention, I also got a haircut yesterday. I cut it, I was getting a little too long and the bangs were getting just a little too long. Got my haircut, I got the beard kind of trimmed and shaped up a little bit. I didn't completely shave the beard because I get a lot of compliments for it. And people like it. And because of my size, it's kind of weird when I don't have a beard. I kind of look a little bit more like I'm 12 again, unless I had the facial hair. Then I look a little older than I actually am because of my size. Because I'm not overly big, but oh, see, now my camera battery's low again. So actually, I know I should have charged the battery before last night before I went to bed. I didn't actually go to bed last night until like 3 o'clock, because I stayed up late last night trying to get everything ready and see if I could get everything prepared for the stream. So I only got about like 3-4 hours of sleep last night, so I'm a little bit tired, but only thing I'm running on right now is my cup of coffee. But I'm awake enough. No battery power in me. I just put the new battery in. What are you talking about? I guess I don't have. Oh, there we go. Again, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on the air, but again, I don't have a lot of battery power, but oh, I guess we're still on. I could see. That's what I could do. I could see what's on shortwave, even though my Everything's in the way. Let me put this back underneath, because we won't be able to do VHF because of all the interference. By the way, this 6-foot HDMI cable I'm using, I believe it's the same. I believe the other one I have for the other camera is also 6 feet. Although this one does seem a little longer for some reason. Might just be a psychological thing, because when you unravel the cable, when it's been curled up and it's got all the curls, it looks longer than it actually is. It's kind of like a psychological thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But it doesn't sound like I have the echo issue anymore. It's just something with the camcorder. But with this camera, it won't let me use the microphone on this camera, so I have to have, theoretically I have to have the Blue Yeti. I'm out of focus again. There we go. See what's on shortwave. Let's go to, what time is it? It's not even 10 o'clock yet, so I should be able to get something on. 30 meters. WWZ. 31 meters, sorry. $9,800, 31 meters, 9800. The antenna I'm using on my radio, by the way, is the MLA30 active loop antenna. Here, let me go here and let me do an automatic. Oh, there we go. I'm also getting interference from something. Oh, I think I know this. It's that buzzing there. Yeah, it's better now. I've lost the camera again. Keep scanning. What I'm probably going to have to do is I'm going to have to end this stream right away because I don't think I have any battery power left. Oh, that's not what I want. So that's just me shutting it off because I didn't want that on the screen. I think that's China Radio International I'm listening to. 11,985, I think. Yeah. Or sorry, 11,995. $13,950. There's not much on this time of day. Hurry up early. If I had started this stream earlier, it would have gotten more than 31 meters. If I'm up late enough, sometimes I'll listen to Radio New Zealand International on 15720, and then after that they switched to, now they switched to, it was originally they switched from there to 13840, but now they switched from 15720 to 11725. Now we're back to the beginning. So that's that. So yeah, not much on shortwave right now. Anyways, well, this was a successful test. Except next time I want to see if I can heighten the resolution a little bit and see if my drivers will handle it. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this live stream. I have to end this live stream because I have no battery power left. I should have charged my batteries before. I'm gonna leave them on the charger. Maybe I might come do another live stream sometime later this afternoon. Actual full length live stream. Other than that, yeah, too many interests. That's a neat app. AR is augmented reality. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, that's what it means. Forgot that's what it stands for. And okay, I just lost the camera, but anyways, as long as you still have the audio, I'm going to sign off here. That's gonna do it for this stream. I gotta leave for a bit for church anyways this morning. Church is 10:30 a.m. It's 9:48 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I was, like I said, I was gonna come on at 8 o'clock, a whole hour earlier, but because I had the whole battery power issue, and I slept in a little bit and didn't get up in time enough because I was up so late last night. I was so tired I didn't feel like getting up. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I might do another stream this afternoon. And yeah, thanks for watching. Much more to come. Stay tuned. I'll post an update if I do on my Twitter and on my community tab if I do a stream later this afternoon. Anyways, yeah.